Howdy, howdy.
Guys?
What's up, y'all?
DT3 is in the building.
Soon to be 4.
So we have a rising star. So she's a little busy signing. She's in an autograph session
That's what it is. She got
at
stopped
the library.
She got stopped at Target.
She's in hair. She's in hair and makeup right now.
She's at the library signing autographs and doing DIY cards.
She's doing mom things right now, but she will be here soon.
Speaking of which, Bang Bang Creatives gang, let's go.
What's up, Michelle? What's up, Rob? McGinnis, Irish.
Yeah, let's see who's in the building. Let's see who's here. All 7 of them. Michelle, what's up, Michelle? We took some time off, so it's going to take some momentum. We should be good to go now for a while. We got some stuff planned that's going to blow some minds. Like we got to get the word out. But
yeah, there's a couple of guests in the wings that once we can divulge them officially, you guys, I think, will be very excited. So stay tuned.
And a lot of people watch this on the replay, so we'll get all the info out to everybody. But yeah, with Creative Series 3 coming out, we got some fun stuff coming. We got some fun stuff.
I can't wait.
You got 2 Series 3s coming up in very near order. You got the Rock and Roll Mini Series 3 coming up next month sometime.
It's coming, and I tell you what, I'm getting nervous because there's a lot more figures that aren't my figures, so the logistics of it and stuff like that. But it's gonna be pretty crazy.
You figure it out. You'll figure it out. I got all the faith in you, bro.
We're already printing for Series 3 right now. They're on the printer.
So how are you guys recovering from the big trip, SDCC? We're only like a week back from that. How are you guys feeling?
Dude, I died immediately after for like 2 days straight. I'm good now. I miss it. I miss the weather.
I'll tell you what, we'll go around the room and see what, like, we talked about this a little bit while we were there about the best part of SDCC. There's a rising star.
You just had a hair and makeup. There she is.
No, I was doing dance mom stuff. I'm sorry.
We were telling everybody you were at the local library signing autographs and doing DIYs. So
yeah.
So I tell you what, San Diego Comic-Con, the most fun I had was meeting you guys, for one. Ditto, I already knew you, so that was ugly. But no, just meeting you guys and the people there, like getting to meet Ern, getting to meet ACB, and I got to see James and Chris again. Like, Ditto's frozen, or he's either that or he's like messing with us.
I think he's offended, and he just like.
But yeah, that was, to me, that was the most fun. Like spending the night, not spending the night, but hanging out with Ezra that night. Watching him paint the night before
with Ezra.
Dude, that was so much fun.
That's always the best part for us. Whenever we go, people ask, like, what was the best part about the con? And it's always meeting people.
Because I didn't pick up that much stuff.
I didn't either. Really, for us, we didn't get much personal stuff.
Yeah. So I'm going to be going to. I have a busy schedule because I'm going to NYCC and Creative Con, Designer Con. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to be busy, which I'm excited about.
That's like what, October and December?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
what's up, Shep?
Hi, Michelle.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to NYCC because a lot of artists are out there. I'm gonna meet Sketch for the first time. I'm gonna meet Cardi for the first time. Like, it's gonna be pretty amazing. I'm excited. Red for the first time. We're gonna be helping Red in his booth and hopefully getting the creatives launched at that same show. Cross your fingers. So
I need to hit the lottery so I can make it out there too.
I want to pull the first B card. That's gonna be we're gonna be streaming live.
What up, Prime?
Ditto said his internet went down and he's starting it back again. So
okay. Prime's in the house. Sketchy Sketch. He just had his first Whatnot show, guys, and he killed it.
He killed it. I was so excited for him. He acted like a total natural.
That figure that you had too, the big
Mr. Sketch. Yeah, that thing
wanted
is
that.
huge. I got a couple paintings of his. So I'm excited to fill the studio with some more paintings. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
But he dude, he sent me some not even sneak peeks. He sent me pictures of the DIY that he did for me.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness. Wait till you guys see it. It is so hilarious and so good at the same time.
Did you
gonna
put in like requests for him on like what
No,
you want?
he stalked me on Instagram. So so yeah, and he's sending me his 3 figures for Series 3 minis already. He's done with them. So
Send you Pixie. Thanks, Rob.
yeah.
He got the figure.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I can't wait to show it off. Can't wait. So, what was your guy? I mean, besides, I know you guys got to meet a lot of people too. So was that your favorite part too?
I think, yeah. So like we had met some people, but we got to meet like Sean and Lauren for the first time.
Rio.
Pop Space MD, yeah.
No, what?
Or, no, not Pop Space MD. Sorry, I'm thinking 5
Rio.
different people at the same time. Rio. Sorry, my brain is still in mom dance mode here. Rio and Lo, and it was her birthday, so that was cool that we got to do that.
That was fun.
And then what else? The auction was fun. I would say the con itself actually wasn't that much fun to me.
That was me for New York last year, New York Comic Con. I didn't know all these artists at New York Comic Con last year, so I was all Funko last year, and the con was just okay. It was great meeting all the people, but the con was just okay.
I enjoyed it. It's just the first couple of days running around, and trying to wait in lines and all that. It was a little stressful. With the one day that I finally got to just walk and like zigzag through the aisles and check out the art and everything, that was fun.
I just feel like it's interesting. They seem very strict about like keep moving, keep walking. Like that to me was a little stressful.
You know what I was thinking? I felt the same way by the Funko booth. They're like, keep moving. Like it was rude. They were actually being rude
too.
Sorry, Cardi. I'm live on YouTube right now. Cardi, I cannot talk right now. So I felt the same way, and somebody brought up the point, and it's 100% true, was with the no Hall H, everybody was in the con.
I heard.
So there was no diversion of people. They were all in the con floor, on the con floor. So yeah, pretty crazy.
I would be interested to see the Hall H stuff, like next year. Because that's something that I think would be, I've heard a lot of people say they've had a really great experience with that. So I think it'd be cool to experience. It's kind of a bummer that our first year they didn't have it, but
B, you're cutting in and out. I don't know if you're far away from the mic or if something's, I'm getting like half your words. There you go. We'll see what happens. Let's bring on Ezra. If you guys, I know everybody in here knows Ezra. He'll be back eventually, maybe.
What's up, Jason?
But we'll continue on with we'll bring in Ezra. If you guys don't know Ezra, I don't know where you've been or why you're on this show, but Ezra Brown is such an amazing artist. Besides that, he is such a nice guy. Like we all got to hang out with him so much when we were in San Diego, and we hung out, had dinner together. He was sketching DIYs as he was talking to us. He was showing me and B different stuff to do on the iPad, tricks and tips. Like I was learning. I took out my notepad. I'm like, well, how do you do that, Ezra? Like, it was just so much fun. And he was just like one of the guys. And he always says it. He's just a human. He's nothing superpower. He's just a guy. And that's kind of the way he comes off. And it's refreshing because he's bigger than he portrays to us. Like he's a top-notch artist. Yeah.
When you have to have an agent, you made it.
Well, you have an agent.
I have an agent.
Oh, B has
literally what I was about to say.
Hold on. So are we each other's agent? Like I'm your agent, you're mine?
That's how it works, right?
Okay, I like it.
I don't have a choice, really.
Ditto's Rock's agent. Rock is Ditto's agent.
Oh, no. Ditto could never be my agent. That would not work. Like, I could be his because I could push him to like paint his cows and stuff. But yeah, Ditto would hurt me probably. So, all right, let's bring on Ezra. Ezra, are you good to go? Can I bring you on? You good to go? All right. Let's bring on Ezra. We don't have Ditto, but that's probably a good thing. Let's go. Let's move on.
Aw, poor Ditto.
Ezra.
Hey.
What's going on, Mr. Brown?
Not much. How are you guys doing?
We were just talking about the beautiful San Diego. EMB, they didn't want to leave.
No. It's been like 104, 105 all week here.
Try
It's
116. 116 out here.
Crazy.
It's humid.
Too much.
Like, I've been needing to mow the grass, but like I can't.
Yeah.
probably die.
So Ezra, what have you been doing since we saw you last?
I've just been getting ready for my solo show in Japan for next year. Just want to get ahead of the game. I've just been drawing, getting ready.
Tell us a little bit about that solo show. Like, how much do you have to produce? Like, what is like?
Well,
What's
normally
the
the way it works is my agent will talk to the gallery, and then the curator of the gallery will talk to the agent, and then they get back to me and they send me a layout of the gallery so I can see more or less how the space works. And then determining on how big the space is, I can more or less determine how many pieces I can produce for the space to actually make it look like it's full. So in this case, I'm going to be producing like 15 pieces of work. And for the gallery, well, for this gallery, since it's, I don't know the way Japan does it, but they want to know everything before it happens. So now that I told them how many pieces I'm doing, now they want to know how much it's going to cost for shipping. So now I have to take the canvases. Luckily, I have a friend who can help me with the shipping. So I'll take the canvases, we'll weigh them out, and then I more or less give them an estimate of what it's going to cost. And then from there, I just start working on the paintings.
Nice. And you haven't even started the paintings yet?
No, I have I want to say like 70% of everything ready. Like I have the sketches, so everything's gonna get ready to be put onto the canvas, and then once that's done, I start, painting.
When you do a gallery show, do you typically try to make all of the pieces kind of cohesive and go together, or does it just kind of depend? Or
It doesn't have to be like a story or like a color theme. It all depends on what you want to do. The thing you want to hold on a second because it's kind of noisy. My window's open. Sorry, guys.
no worries.
Okay, so normally you have to ask yourself like a few things. Like for instance, like if you're gonna do a show, do you want your pieces to sell? Or do you want to kind of just make connections? And what I mean by connections is like, obviously, you want your pieces to sell, but more than likely, maybe, you don't get a big turnout, or their private buyers don't buy them. So what you got to think of, it's like, okay, well, maybe the artwork's not selling, but how can I make the best out of the situation? So then you say, okay, well, maybe I can connect with some other people, and maybe my work is better suited for them or their gallery or their people that they know. So that way you make connections in that sense. But if you want to sell, then what you do is you talk to the gallery, or you talk to a couple of artists, and you tell them like, hey, since you've been in this gallery that I'm showing in, what worked for you? Or you talk to the curator and you ask them like, what really sells in your gallery? And then what they'll do is they'll kind of give you like a guideline, like, hey, normally I sell a lot of color pieces, or, they like whimsical stuff or graffiti stuff. And if you're not in that realm, you kind of want to work your work towards something that would feel that way.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So are you actually going out there for it as well?
Mm-hmm.
For how long is the show?
It starts the 16th, and it's about like 3.5 weeks, almost like a month.
Wow.
Japan has always been like a bucket list item
Yeah.
for me. That's crazy.
You going out there the whole time?
I don't know. That's the thing. So that's another thing that we're working on too, because what normally ends up happening is the gallery will send you out, and they'll foot the bill. So they send me out, they put me up, they do everything. So
You need an assistant? I mean, I got you. I can carry the paintings. I mean, whatever you
He
need.
can
man.
dress up as Happy
Hey,
the Clown and walk
I'll smile
around.
just kind
Hey, that'd
of
be awesome. That'd be awesome.
He's always happy. He'd be perfect for that.
look like it, but I mean, I don't know.
And so I think I've been looking at the list of people in the room. I was gonna say let's show off some of Ezra's work, but I think everybody that's in here right now knows about the creatives, knows about Ezra Brown, and has seen his work. So I don't think we have to go into too much of that. But we were in San Diego, and Ezra was actually give us the scoop on that event. What was it called, and how did that work?
So, well, it was like the second time I got invited. Last time it was hosted by Monkey King. I forget who it was this time, but they asked a few artists to come and live paint at a bar, and they provide all the materials for you. But having experience with doing live painting, and especially like in crowded spaces and knowing that it's going to be hot, you also want to be prepared. So some artists are okay with just showing up and having a blank canvas and then going at it. I'm fine with that, but I'm one of the people where it's like I like to finish what I start. And like I said, having experience from prior events, I came with a pre-sketch canvas already like halfway painted, so that way I could continue to work and not feel guilty by ignoring people. Because another thing that happens too is like what you guys saw is like you guys come, you guys get excited, you guys talk to us, and
Ditto talks the whole entire time, and you can't paint because Ditto's
Me too.
talking.
I talked to him the whole night.
No, but that's the beauty of it too, because you have to learn how to balance both things, and it sucks because it's like I was telling you guys, our backs are towards you sometimes, or like our profile, and it seems like so rude because we're like focused, and yet somebody like on the side of you like talking and asking questions, and it's like you're answering it, but then you want to like focus on what you're doing, and then it's like, okay, what do I do? So that's why I always like to come at least a little bit far ahead of the game, so that way I can do both things at the same time.
And you did. I mean, we let you paint. Like, we didn't talk too much, but when we did, it was like, yeah, we're gonna ask questions. I want to know what kind. Like, it was pretty awesome. It was, and some of the other artists were insane. I know B talked to a couple of them.
NC was there. NC Winters. He's a really good friend of mine.
His stuff is incredible. I went and followed all of those artists on Instagram as soon as that event was like, as soon as I find out about that event, I went and like followed all of them on IG, and his stuff is wow.
Well, you want to know the funny thing is that the first year I did that event, I was right next to NC, and we were kind of just talking, and I started doing my thing, and then I kind of stepped back and I was watching him, and he's like the best way I can describe it is like he's organized chaos. Like, he starts throwing paint everywhere and
he does
smearing stuff, and I was looking at it and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? But at the end of the day, it's like, holy shit, it's like it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. And I was talking to him, and I was also talking to Luke Chu was there that year. And I was telling him, like, you know what? I wish I could actually paint like you guys, because you guys are, like, free. Like, you guys can do whatever you want. You have no, like, you're not – I don't want to say that they're not perfectionists, because I don't know, them that well as far as how they paint.
You have to sketch it out first, and then –
Yeah, but I wish I had that ability to just have that loose style where, okay, I just come up and then just throw something on the canvas and make it look amazing. Mine's is like so technical, and I'm very perfectionist, and want to make sure that comes out great. So
the girl that was next to you was crazy. And she was just kind of going.
Yeah,
Mia.
Yes.
We need to put these names in the chat. I'm gonna pull them up.
I wish I would have taken a picture when we first got there of her, because I was like, I don't know what this is gonna be, but I'm sure it's going to turn out awesome. And then every time I would look over there and to see the progression, it was just like insane.
Well, you can normally tell when the artist is really good when they start their sketch. Like when they lay down those few couple lines, you're like, oh man, they got it together. They got it together.
Hi, Ditto. Welcome back.
Oh, froze again.
I'm back, baby.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
So
The
stop
power of
mooching off,
Ezra broke my internet.
stop mooching off your neighbor's internet and pay for your own.
No, I found it's much easier just to tap into the. They changed their password. Is really what happened.
Okay.
You
Gotcha.
guys are hilarious. The comebacks you guys give each other back and forth.
They always go back and forth. They're like,
Hi, Ezra. I'm sorry I didn't get to be here for your grand introduction. I love you. How are you?
It's okay. We were having a side conversation.
Ditto and I have a hate relationship, so it just keeps going.
He hates to hate me, and I just hate him. That's how it goes. No.
And so
it
Ditto,
evens out.
they were saying that you should be my manager and I should be your manager. Don't know if that would work or not.
No,
But
I don't know. let's get that down on paper and see how that looks.
yeah,
No,
I'll talk to
please.
my agent. You talk to yours
Yeah.
for now.
I'm gonna be E's manager, and then E can be B's
no,
manager.
I'm already apparently his,
Already
and
have-
he's mine.
Apparently.
Oh.
So, okay. So before we get too far, we were talking about the art show that we watched the
Yeah.
night before we all hung out. Ditto, fun fact, Ditto ended up buying that piece.
You have it? Can we see it? I don't think I got to see the end.
He was ready.
He leaves it right
Yeah,
under his
yeah.
desk. It's always there. It's ready.
Look at how beautiful it is.
Oh yeah.
He's a mess.
He's
Watch
got
out.
the black and white.
So Ezra, I did mean to ask you because I don't know that we ever determined this. Did you have a name for this beautiful piece?
No. Well, no.
Ditto's Ditto's distraction.
Ditto's-
That's what
There
it's
you go.
called.
Ditto's delight. Like Ditto's delight.
Ditto's delightful distraction. There you go.
I feel like the broken heart. It's got to be like I don't know. I'll come up with a name. Ezra, I feel like you name your pieces though, so you know.
Call it ketchup.
We'll do not call it ketchup.
We'll just put it like I won't be needing this anymore.
Aw,
He's got the little heart like.
Merp. I'm just gonna leave this over here.
So, Ezra, a huge compliment from Cardi. I was talking to him. I think I was still in San Diego, and he said he was watching you when I did a story, and I was showing you paint. I was showing you painting. We lost Ezra. Ezra just left us.
This stream.
Like, oh yeah, click.
Ezra he's breaking the internet.
He's like, good to know. I'm out.
The 16 people in here, they need to know about what's going on. All right, Ezra's back.
He's back, baby.
Ezra's back.
Oh my god, I'm such a doofus.
So what I was saying is I was talking to Cardi on the phone, and he was like, I cannot believe how clean Ezra's lines are. And I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, when I commissioned you to do my DIYs, I thought they were prints on the card. Like I could not tell that you inked those lines. It was so smooth and so like kind of like pinstriping.
Mhm.
Did you used to do pinstriping back in the day or anything?
No. I told you guys like I think I told you guys a little bit of the story. So I always liked the way cartoons were drawn and painted, and then I liked, you know, anime, all that stuff. It has like really clean, crisp lines, and I always wanted to learn how to do that. So when I was going to school, I just would beat myself up trying to figure out how to manipulate the brush to work that way. So I couldn't. So at the time, I would just kind of draw with or finish the lines with like paint markers because that's all I knew how to do at the time. But then I kind of felt that was like cheating, even though it's not, because you're still using your hands to create the artwork. But I just wanted that authentic feel for the brush. So eventually I started practicing, and it sounds so corny to say it, but with time and effort, it got better and better and better and better. and I just started getting more familiar with the tools and what to buy, and I asked a lot of artists too, like, what do you use, or what paint do you like, or just stuff, so that I would like get familiar with the way to do things. And then as soon as I started getting more comfortable, then you start using the things that make you or the process a lot easier. Like for me, like I was telling you guys, I use Home Depot paint.
Yeah, that blew me. That blew my
love
mind.
that.
Yeah.
I told Cardi that in that same conversation, and he's like, "Dude, that's genius because you can always mix the same paint." Because you know, for me, I'm still a rookie, so I'll be painting or I'll be, just doing a figure, and I'll mix a certain color that I want to put on the guy's hat or something, right? And then I'm like, oh crap, I got to mix that exact same color or paint it all over again. And that's just genius to mix your own. Like that's
and it's I mean, it's just a no-brainer for me, because I'm always looking to save money.
Well, you used to work there, right?
Money. Yeah, I used to work there. So I'm always looking to save money. Like all the canvases I buy, most of them I buy them at Ross. Like you can find huge canvases at Ross. Like I'll show you. Like I just got like
You
this.
told me that, and I haven't gone to check it out yet. But I was like, "What? That's amazing!"
Yeah, and the canvas, this canvas that I have, it's a very nice.
Okay,
canvas
so
too.
this is normally like a $60 to $70 canvas. How much do you guys think I paid for this?
$5.
$40.
$16.
What?
Yeah. Look at that.
And it's like a gallery,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's like the wood around. That's crazy.
Like
That's
$16.
I wouldn't
And
mind
it's-
ruining a few of those.
Yeah, and it's a 30 by 40. I'm not saying you're always gonna find that, but it's always good to look there and see what they have. And like you said, if you're just looking to practice, if you buy a couple of them for like even at $16, you're still not breaking the bank.
Yeah.
You know?
Gio says Ross and Burlington Coat Factory too.
Yeah.
Wild. I
So
don't know.
There you go, B. You're gonna be on the hunt now.
I know, because I feel like I've bought canvases at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby for the price of that.
Yeah.
And those are like the thin ones. Those aren't
Yeah,
the gallery.
and you're getting like that, like this size for
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
He puts $1 million paintings on $16 canvases. I love it.
Hey, what's the
Same.
same thing, right?
Yeah, but they're not. Yeah, they're actually they're higher quality. I mean, I'm sure yours is like that too. It has that wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Very heavy.
fun fact, we're in the living room of the Airbnb, just shooting the crap. EMB was doing their auction, and Ezra was on the ground, sitting on the ground, signing autographs signing the creatives cards. And
Poor
like,
Ezra, we put him to work. He comes
Yeah.
over as our guest, and then
We
we're
really
like,
did.
"Buy these
Hey,
cards."
you guys were working too, so I was like,
and he
might as
was
well do
just
something.
telling us stories. I was asking him about making a toy overseas, like give me some hints on how to do a plush or whatever. 20 minutes later, he gives me this and says, here you go. Check it. This is just a little pen drawing of what he did that night.
Yeah, I was
Like I didn't even know he was doing it.
You okay? You want to know something funny? So when I just found these two, this was actually kind of cool. So when I used to work at Home Depot, and don't take it like all crazy or anything, but I used to like hate working, so I'd go take bathroom breaks, like massive amounts of bathroom breaks.
Oh, here we go. This
That
is
was
Don't we all, Ezra?
I did the same at Best Buy.
Those little tissue like guards or whatever you put on the toilets, right? So I used to tear the cardboards out like this, and then I would make little pen drawings like this.
Oh my
You know?
goodness! Did you sign the
this-
waiver? Did you sign the waiver for DT4 tonight?
You guys, next time you go to a Home Depot, you better go to the washroom and see if there's a happy
No,
drawing somewhere in there.
and then I would do like these, like I'd take the notepads, like the sticky things, and I would just do pen drawings because I was so freaking bored.
Yeah.
And I'd
They-
be
Oh
like, you
my
know,
gosh, those are so good.
I love it.
They all thought that you had colon issues and you were just in there drawing.
Hey, I'm telling you what, you need to come on one of the streams and do the Home Depot series, and those will sell real well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell
Well,
me
at the one I used to work at, I used to draw underneath because they used to put like these I want to say like 2x4s to create shelves to put product. And every time I'd be bored, I'd just grab a 2x4 and then I'd draw something with a pen. So at that Home Depot that I used to work at, there's 2x4s with my drawings on.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh. That is insane. See, you guys learn something new on DT4 every time we come on. We didn't even know that. We thought we heard all the Ezra stories in San Diego. We did not know that one.
Yeah, it was so boring sometimes. It would be like, man, this. I don't know. I used to work there, and I used to get so like down on myself. But then it's like I think I told you, it's like we become like creatures of comfort. We just like, okay, well, this is my job now. This is what I'm gonna do. And I was just like, okay, I'll do this. And then eventually I got fired. So I said, I guess I'm not gonna do this anymore.
You got fired because you were using product at the stores.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's great.
Yeah.
So we went around the room, ditto real quick. I know Ezra went to the con as well one of the days.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of the San Diego?
Well, I mean, overall, I have a few favorite. You know, I had my top three, and I kept getting made fun of for my top three because I think Thursday night we were just scratching the surface of the trip, and we were over at the location where Ezra was painting, and I said, "This is my top three," and everyone's like, "But especially, I think Erin was
First
ripping me
night.
out. She's like, "It's like the first night." I'm like, "I don't care, top three."
Yeah.
So for me now, I think overall it's probably going to be a similar answer, I believe, than that probably all of you guys gave, and it's just hanging out with everybody, getting to not only hang out with Ian B and Rock and a few people that I know that I've hung out with a few times now, but you know, getting to meet ACB and Ern. Well, I had met Ern, but you know, some of the other people I hadn't yet met, Ezra. So it was I think it was just hanging out with everybody.
Yeah. I think that was.
Oh, I was gonna say, and Ditto and I kind of met the first time, so we were supposed to meet at New York, but we kind of missed the opportunity.
Yeah, he was Ezra was a bigwig. He was at ball games and concerts and
signing autographs.
Flew in on like a golden jet, and I'm like, I'm going to be at 5 points, and he's like, well, maybe I'll make an appearance. No, I'm kidding.
He was on the Home Depot corporate jet.
That's right.
You know who
with Happy painted on the bathrooms.
No, you know who I surprised the heck out of, because I always talk to him. Like I talk to him like on a daily is Prime. And he says, I'm going to be at 5 points. I said, okay, I'll be out there. And I made a point to be out there. And he's like, oh, my God. So we're all like hugging each other and whatnot.
Yeah, and I'm bummed because I would have gone Sunday had I known. But
fun fact on Ezra's private jet, he has in the laboratory there on the plane, he has DIY cards that just dispense out that he can just sit and draw on. So he doesn't have to.
It's 3-ply.
Just like it was so, I don't know how to explain it, but you had to be there on it, and that sounds terrible, but you really did. Like we're in this huge Airbnb, everybody's just chilling. We got an auction going on in the background. We got Mexican food delivered in, like everybody's just chilling. And Ezra is pulling out, just boom, here you go. There's another card, real quick. Just I'm drawing as we're talking. Like it was insane. It was insane.
Oh, well, you know what the cool part was? Like, I'm sad to say, but like, I don't know, the Comic-Con didn't feel as good this year. Like, but it was cool hanging out with you guys and see how you guys do your thing, which is amazing to me because you guys are just so comfortable doing it. If I were like in front of a camera talking to people or selling things, I'd be like going crazy.
Hey, you're doing it right now. You're talking to people.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm talking to you guys because I'm comfortable around you guys. You know, like I don't see the people I'm talking to. All I would see is, you know, the comments or whatever. But it's cool to see how you guys have built your communities, have done the things you have done for such a long time, and then you guys all met each other and now are doing this, which is it's cool.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
It makes it easier whenever you have people around you. You know, like Rod, Ditto. I mean, you know,
community.
Me. When it's like whenever we're doing a show and it's just and she leaves and it's just me, I'm just it's awkward, man. weird. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to put my hands. I'm just like, what do I do?
That's because I always talk. I talk over everybody. I'm just
Turns into
loud.
Ricky Bobby. What do I do with my hands?
If E takes all his clothes off and runs down the street in his underwear, I'm out.
I'm in.
Help me, Oprah. Help me.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
No, man, it was awesome. I mean, definitely the highlight. One of the highlights was getting to meet Ezra because Ezra was on my stream a couple months ago now. We had almost that opportunity to meet in New York and kind of just missed out. And then it was like, holy crap, I'm going to finally get to meet Ezra. Like after a few months, it was
like that slow motion where we're like, oh.
Yeah, we should have. See, damn it, we missed an opportunity because Red and I did that in New York. I should have done that with you in San Diego.
Me and Ditto would be pushing each other, getting up for the first hug. I'd be like, "Oh, move over, like let's go."
You know who was getting the first hug, Rock? Don't kid yourself.
But then we hung for 2 nights. Like it was. Ezra was like, I'm coming back wherever you guys are going to be.
Y'all didn't scare him away the first night. He came back.
I'm not going to lie. Ditto said he was going to be there whenever we streamed, and I was like,
no, he's not.
Okay.
He just said that.
We'll see what happens.
Dude, I mean, I only know him for like a short time, but he's a man of his word.
We're talking about you.
Yeah, you showed up.
Yeah, we didn't think you were going to show up. We're like, oh, yeah, no, he's tired of us.
Yeah, they were like, I said, hey guys, Ezra coming to hang out with us tomorrow, and they're like, no, he's not. I'm like, no, he is. And they're like, yeah, we'll see.
Like here at the Airbnb.
And then I go to leave. I got an Uber to go back to my hotel. And Ezra's like, dude, I would have gave you a ride home. I'm like, Ezra Brown just asked me, he's going to drive me home.
Oh my God, I'm just a normal dude.
I know. And he kept saying that. I'm just a guy. I'm just a normal guy, just like you.
Normal guy.
Did your daughter like the Tokidoki?
Yeah, she does. She enjoyed it. So thank you to whoever gave me that.
I think it was Rob.
Rob gave him. Yeah.
But you know what's funny is having a teenager. They go through so many phases. It's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy. She didn't like pink for a while, and now she's in a pink phase. Maybe it's the Barbie movie. I don't know.
Probably.
Probably.
That's all the rage right now.
Mm-hmm.
So what was did you wind up making it? Because I know you said you had the ability or a badge or whatever to go over to SDCC. Did you wind up ever actually making it over to the con?
Yeah, I did go.
Yeah, you posted a bunch of cool pics.
It was okay. It just felt like weird. Maybe because there was no panels or panels worth going to. And like what Rock was saying is a lot of people were on the floor, so it felt really congested, and you couldn't really get to what you wanted to. As years pass, you would be able to jump in a line and buy what you wanted. And now, from what you guys were telling me, and I think it's kind of crazy, you have to make an appointment or well,
there's certain like bigger vendors that have exclusives that you have to get into a lottery, and you have to win like the lottery basically to get in some of the lines, like Funko. There were a couple other ones. Entertainment Earth has one, UCC, a few others. And then I guess under normal circumstances, when the celebrities come, and I've been to tons of cons, but this was a whole different animal. And it was a different type of con because I'm used to like going to a Chicago Fan Expo or a C2E2 or NYCC, where they have like a section where they have celebrities signing, and you can like basically pay to get the signature and go and stand in the line. They didn't have any of that. And even in normal times, from my understanding, if they do have a celebrity signing, it's a little different. Like you either have to get in the lottery and win it, or B, they're going to just sign like the poster for the movie and that's it. You can't get like a Funko Pop signed or something like that.
Well, the thing that impressed me about you guys is that you guys had so much stuff that I was like, how in the fuck do they do this? Because it's like me as a layman, I would be like, I do not know where the fuck to go. Because you guys were like, I got this. And I'm like, holy shit. And everything you were showing me was like better than the next one. I was like, holy shit, that's dope. Oh my God, that's dope.
Yeah.
So I was like,
we just follow Ditto. That's all we do.
Yeah.
Oh, get out of here.
We didn't know we didn't know. We're just like, that's cool.
Yeah.
It was,
that's how I was.
it was, to your point though about like the lines. It was pretty wild because one of the mornings, B and I and Ern and who was Zach, I think Big Dumb Sack was with us, and we got in the line pretty early, and we like raced to the two lines where we wanted an exclusive for, and every time it was like line capped, and we're like, but we like it's been open
did that
for
the
45
first-
minutes.
The first day we did that, the same thing. We got there and like, oh, you can't get in line. I'm like,
Yeah, I was just
do you
like,
mean?
what? How can this even be possible? Literally, we like, you're not allowed to run, but we like fast walked, sped walk, all the way, speed walked all the way to, and it's like already the line was, whoop, and we're like, okay,
Funny, I heard the people, like, I guess the workers were like, no running, like you're in a
Yeah.
school or something, yelling
Yeah,
at
no,
people
they're
for running.
very
It was-
strict.
What are they gonna do? Are they gonna arrest you or something? Like,
well, they'll kick you out of the con. I mean, if they're
your badge.
pretty serious about like,
if they catch you.
yeah, if they catch you kind
Running,
of
I mean.
running, or if they catch you, if you cause any kind of an issue. I saw somebody. So the Funko lines, I don't know if you're a Funko collector at all, Ezra, or not, but the Funko lines in that section back in SDCC. So for anybody who hasn't been to SDCC, it's a massive hall. If you've been to any other con, think of a con times 3. I mean, it's massive. So at the very back end, it's all of the little Funkoville. And I literally had to leave the con Saturday after my reservation at Funko because I was just so like any good mood I had was washed away because everybody was so tense. The people that were in the lines, like maintaining the lines for Funko, were just yelling at people. It wound up being like I had a reservation at noon, and it wound up being like a scene from The Walking Dead where people were like zombies walking in an L because they were told not to stop moving, and then
Yeah,
they
you
would just
can't
turn
stop
around and
moving.
come back in an L, and then the guys in the Funko line are just snapping, yelling at you, it's not time for your reservation, and I'm just like, oh my god. And then I finally get into line, and then everyone's just like pushing people. It was horrible. It was like
anxiety levels at an
Yeah.
all-time high.
It's
Oh
what
my
anxiety is
God.
made of. I'm telling you, it's
So
crazy.
So Ezra, somebody in the chat says they love the new motion piece that you released.
Oh yeah. Those things take so much time. I finished that in like in 2 hours. 2 hours.
Nice.
But it's like kind of like because I still got to time the animation to the music, so it's like, yeah, but one thing I've noticed, and this is like the crazy part, is having a social media presence is difficult because you have to kind of produce work every freaking day, and sometimes I can't, and then you lose followers and lose followers and lose followers, and then people tell me like, doesn't that bother you? I mean, in a sense, yes, because I like people to be on top of what it is I'm doing, but it's like what a lot of people tell me. Well, the people that are actually staying are the ones that are actually interested in what you're doing. 'Cause the ones that leave obviously don't care, or they might just be bots. But at this point, I'm just more or less dedicated on producing quality work and doing good things or great things, like good projects. And the people that are following me, they're going to actually know what's going on and be part of that. And unfortunately, that's the name of the game. You win some, you lose some, but it's crazy how much you have to be on top of it every day to produce work. Because for a while there, I was posting every day, on top of doing what it is I'm doing, and it was just driving me nuts.
And Calvin just in the chat says Rock Inc. We need more videos, and I totally agree. And it's the same thing that Ezra was just saying. I kind of got burnt out with Funko. You have to produce at least, production on a video is you got to edit it, you got to do all the music, all that stuff. And I just got burned out. It was just too much. So there will be more videos coming, guys. I promise. I am going to get back in doing videos and reviews and stuff. So working with Benny over at Tenacious, he's going to send me some more stuff, and we're going to have another week of giveaways again. So
yeah, guys, if you're not following Ezra on IG, you should. It's at Ezra Brown. But I'm being serious because
there it is.
Yeah, you guys, daily, you're like you just said, you're kind of posting all these things, but I reshare a lot because they just speak out to me. So like I'll sometimes I'll take a picture, like this guy right here or whatever, and you know, I'll go ahead and just repost it because
that's actually for a pop-up I have this weekend. A buddy of mine owns a candle shop, or he makes candles. Not that one, the other one you showed, and he asked me to do some artwork for it. So
yeah, I saw you post. Hold on, I'll get back to this with this guy right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ezra, what do you use to make your animations? Are you on
Procreate?
Procreate?
Yeah.
I messed up.
Procreate genius.
I messed around with the animation on there a little bit.
I mean, you made that.
Okay,
You're
so-
like, oh, just put the pencil here and just and what's your DP? And I'm like, he's speaking a different language.
I didn't know you could just put your finger on the color that you wanted to pop up for your pencil, and I learned that in 2 seconds, and that's a
Well, you know what?
lifesaver.
So you just got to,
The cool thing is, like I tell you guys, and it's kind of funny because it sounds a little bit how can I say it intimidating, but I would just ask other artists. Like I saw there's this guy called Ramen Banks. He does a lot of 1970s 1960s style kind of drawings that you could see in comic books, like Archie style drawings. And he would always do live tutorials for the company called retrosupply.com. So I would go on there every time and I'd see him drawing, and he'd do these cool things with Procreate. And after his segment, I would go onto his Instagram page and I would just DM directly. I'm like, hey, how did you do that one thing in the video where you brought in like this picture and then you created a pattern out of it? And then he was so cool enough to video the process for me and send me the video. So then I started building relationships with these artists, and then I started getting my information from them. And then that's how I started, learning things. And then YouTube is a big help. Like you just go on there and you type in like, how do I do this? And it'll show you. With the animation, what I learned, like since the one I recently did, he's just sitting down and all I wanted him to do was move his finger and tap his foot. So basically I drew the first happy, and then I just copy pasted him. So I had the base, and then all I was doing was just moving the cheek, moving the finger, moving the foot, moving the cheek, moving the finger, moving the foot. So it's basically the same happy. It's just those 3 key elements are the only ones moving. And then I added like the whistling. So it's easy little tricks, but I mean, and as you get better and better, you start incorporating more things, more stuff. And the key thing is to you have to have a basis of learning how to draw or knowing how to draw, because it is it's an actual tool for people that draw, because it's not an Illustrator, it's not a Photoshop. It's like you have to actually draw your pieces, and it's a cool tool for the artist that loves doing that.
Yeah, and I love the community because, yeah, you've helped me a lot. I know I ask B questions once in a while too, and Cardi has helped me a ton. Prime, King Ganga sent me brushes and stuff. Like it, all you guys are so accessible and so helpful. It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Well, it was funny when we were over at the Airbnb and we switched over to my stream. Like I saw, it was cool because I saw like Ezra and B had this moment where they were kind of over Procreate, just like a tutorial. It was very in-depth conversation. They were so into it. It was so entrenched, and it felt cool,
He helped me out big time, because I was kind of showing him my Series 3 card that I was turning in, and I realized that I had a little like black mark in the back, and I was all like it was because I was on the base layer, and I was like, oh no. And he's like, no, it's fine, we can fix this. And then he just sat down, he kind of like helped show me, like this is what you do. And I was like, oh, this like sigh of relief. And it was really cool.
The main thing is like, you want to help other artists elevate their skill level. And that's the whole point. It's like, there's no reason for me to hoard all this information for myself and not help other people get to where they want to be. And it's funny because everyone's audience is different. So it's not like, oh, you're going to take people away from me, or it's like, no, we're all here to help each other. And in turn, we can create a community within ourselves. Like, hey, now your followers can be my followers and my followers can be your followers. And then we create artwork like that and share information. and it's a cool way to learn in the process, because it's like you don't know what you're capable of until somebody shows you, like, hey, you can do this, you know?
Yeah.
You can definitely do this.
Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing about the creatives as well. Like, it's getting all of us together, and the people that open packs, sell packs, collect the packs, and the artists, and it's just all of us coming together. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know, because I'm looking, Rock, are you still showing this picture I'm showing, or is it?
I can.
Yeah, show it real quick. A lot of you know, kind of circling back to the IG presence and posting things, you know, regularly. You know, there'll be pictures a lot of times daily that you post like this, and I'll put them up in a story and add to it. You know, I'll put a little music behind it, or I'll put a little message. But I love your little messages. But who hurt Happy? That's what I want to know. Because
it's not. How can I say it? Happy is basically all of us. You know,
Yeah.
That's what I think. It's like it's like interpretation of what it is we go through in life. Like this drawing I did right here, it was actually, I had woken up and I didn't have a drawing ready, and I'm like, dude, I got to think of something. So I did this like literally within 15 minutes. I had the initial concept, I did it, and then I just got. And a lot of people will tell me, like, you make the simple things so complex, because it's like basically just his little heart with him holding a match. And I just thought, like, you know what, like sometimes like shit gets heavy and people hurt you so much that you just don't even want to have feelings. So it's like, I hate it here, so fuck it. Like, I don't want to feel this anymore, and I'm just done feeling, you know, good about somebody. But it's not necessarily like about me. It's about like people. Like,
so it's
like
just a kind of an
like
all-encompassing theme.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Happy, I've noticed a lot of Happy is, you know, broken hearts, or you know, kind of that kind of vibe.
Like that's an actual MDF piece that is at Gramercy Gallery. That's about like 4 foot, or 36 by 12. So
I like the skeleton one, the skeleton head.
I like the one where he's taking his mask off and has the drippy. Little
Smoking Joe or whatever.
That's the one you were talking about, Rock, right? This skeleton one. And
well, the smoking thing, I could do. I just like the head. I like that figure.
Well, he's like the bad influence for Happy. Like, he tells,
probably why I like it.
So does he have a name, the bad influence for Happy, or no?
Little Smoky Joe.
Smoky Joe.
I love it.
Yeah. See, here you go. There's another.
No, like burn it all down, you know.
Just burn it all down, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you told me the name of that style of art where it's like flat and cartoon looking.
Oh, it's okay. So I still love it, but it's called Super Flat. So Takashi Murakami came up with that style, and then it just got a lot of traction. But the style of artwork that Happy is rubber hose, but it's just like really graphic-y instead of like grainy. Because I can do the grainy stuff too, but yeah. So it's like try to like blend in both of them, like the super flat and the rubber hose style together.
That's cool.
I think that's gotta be one of my favorite styles of art, like the Cuphead, you know, the Cuphead game, like that old school cartoon, like all that stuff, man. I love it.
Watch, he'll just pull it out. Watch, boom, he'll have it.
Yeah, I have it. I have tons
while
of
Ezra's grabbing this, guys, if you have any questions in the chat, feel free to ask. We'll be happy to see.
Yep. Oh, it's a whole art book of Cuphead. That's cool.
Yep. So that's that. So yeah, a lot of people always tell me like it's Cuphead, but I also love a lot of like the morbid things that I love to draw and stuff come from like two people. So one of them is it's Bud Fisher. He created Mutt and Jeff, and if you can see in this one, he's got Jeff tied up to the door, and if somebody opens it, he's gonna get blasted.
Damn.
So, and then another guy's and this is like back in the 30s. Like this is stuff like from the 30s.
Well, all those OG cartoons were kind of like that, Rock. I mean, think of anything that when we were kids.
Yeah.
It was like Wile E. Coyote chasing down.
Blown up every time you get blown up.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, this one is from 1908. So this book's from 1908. So Mutt and Jeff. So this is
I
what
was
they were
3
going
then.
through.
I was 3
Yeah.
then.
And then another.
You mean
another-
33? You're 33.
33.
They're preserving them. They're preserving them. And another guy I love a lot is Al Columbia. He does. Well, he's like an illustrator, and he's very underground. But he came out with this a little boy and a little girl that was called Pim and Francie, and they go through like these crazy adventures where they kill monsters or they get mutilated. I know it sounds nuts, but I just love the style of artwork because it's referencing like that era, 1930s, 1940s style, and it's really cool. And that's what I tried to emulate that, but then I just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna make my character depressed or emotional, and
Yeah.
people connected with it, and I was like, okay, well, then we'll go down this route.
Well,
Sketch-
Sketch says that he loves Mutt and Jeff, so you need to be friends now.
Yeah, you need to be friends with Sketch.
And then
All right, there you
ACB asked if you've ever been to Las. I'm going to butcher this pronunciation.
Quattro.
Cuatro.
Thank you.
Milpas.
He helped me
Oh,
out here.
Cuatro Milpas?
Yeah, in
What-
San Diego.
yeah,
Milpas?
yeah.
What is that?
What is it?
It's a Mexican food
Strip
place.
joint. It's a strip joint.
Ah.
ACB goes all the time.
Cuatro Milpas.
Let's
I
go.
love that place. What is it? Strip joint.
It's in
That's a-
Tijuana.
I'm a frequent flyer there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a, what is it? Mexican what?
It's a Mexican restaurant.
It's a restaurant. Oh.
So
Apparently,
Ezra,
ACB was too cool to let us know about that when we were out there. Thanks, ACB. Appreciate you.
I asked this. I asked this to all the artists, and I know I've asked you. I mean, I know the process, but I'm going to put it out here because people do watch this back later. If somebody wants to commission you, what's your process? What's your are you DM you, or is it a?
You can DM me, and then depending on the scale and size of the project, I normally determine a price, and then I have a contract. The person signs the contract, and then once the contract's signed, the work begins. So normally that's how I do it, and then I normally would take half of whatever the agreed amount of payment is, and then we start the work from there.
What
So
about?
if I want you to
DIY
paint, if I just get rid of all this right here, right? Just paint the entire wall. All right. What would that cost?
It's like a 12 by 12 room wall cost.
It would cost a lot because he'd have to come to Texas and it's miserably hot here. So he's going to charge double.
Yeah, but he gets your home cooking, B. He gets to eat your food.
How much is it going to cost to paint Dondo's garage door?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm dead serious. I have a great brick wall that goes along straight. It's perfect. I'm thinking about getting somebody to do my wall, or several maybe,
That would be cool.
to do some mural wall painting. I don't know what, but
Yeah.
You're gonna have to take. You're gonna have to take all of the artists to the all you can eat buffets on the strip. Then, if you're gonna do that, Rock.
have them all out here at once. Can you imagine? Try to get 3 or 4 people out here at one time.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
you'll have your own little rock and roll con.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be
Yeah.
insane. I got a hot tub right in the back, so
Oh, geez.
Count me in.
I'm in.
hot tub, waterfall. We could just have a party out there.
Let's go.
Waterfall.
I think it was Dondo's that made me start thinking about it when he said something about his garage door or his fence or something.
His office wall, I believe.
He's
is what he
yeah.
was-
He's been trying to ask me to do his living room wall for I can't, and I was like, Dondo, I paint like little things. I don't paint walls, and he's like, yeah, but you can. It's your first. And I'm like, no.
You know that's funny that you say that, because a lot of artists actually, when they're first gonna tackle a big project like that, they always think like, I can't do it, but you definitely can. You definitely can, and there's tricks to the trade. You know, like for bigger scale pieces, if you feel uncomfortable like scaling it yourself, you can project it, and you can project it off the iPad. That's normally what I do. You know, just project it. You get
Do you do large scale pieces
yeah.
often, or
That
Yeah.
guys, I seen Goop Master do that one night. He was
Yeah.
projecting this huge mural thing on a wall.
And you know what's funny is I never used to do that, and a friend of mine who does murals for a living, he told me once, like, do you project your stuff onto canvases? And I'm like, well, what are you talking about? And I go, I just draw them. And he goes, no, dude, you got to project your stuff. It's so much easier. And see, as a traditional artist, you have this thing in the back of your mind that always kind of like, how can I, it's like you're closed-minded to new ideas, because I was always taught like you have to do it with your hand and you have to scale it yourself.
It's like you're cheating. It's like you're cheating.
Yeah. Which is great, because you have to have that tool, because one thing a lot of artists don't understand is like when you use these tools to help you out, it's so easy to fall into a pattern and say like, well, I'm gonna take this and then I'm just gonna copy it and then just put it on there. That's not the way it works. The way it works is like you have these tools in place to help you make the process a lot easier and faster, because you do still have to kind of have a sense of what it is you're doing, like drawing and scaling and all this stuff, because if you don't, you're never gonna learn, and you're just gonna be basically tracing. That's all you're gonna do, is you're gonna be tracing. So these tools are meant to help you get this done a lot quicker, you know?
Donda, keep talking. She's changing her mind, I think.
Yeah.
B's like,
No.
I can do
You
it.
can see B
No,
going,
Dondo's
"Oh."
telling you to keep talking so that I'll change my mind as pain as wall.
Yeah. I always encourage people to do it, because you never know what potential you might have. I mean, you might, like you said, you were just painter and you just painted like you did canvases and stuff like that, and then you started doing digital and you found out like, hey, I like it, right? So
Yeah.
it's those things that get you thinking like, hey, I could do this now, or I could do that. So who knows? You might like painting big murals, and you'll be the next big mural painter, you know?
We're gonna need an Ezra Brown masterclass here.
It didn't Procreate.
Seriously.
Procreate changed my whole game. Like, it's so much easier. I can put color to it real quick, and even if it's just a quick sketch of something, you know.
You know what? I think that we should ask Red at the next Creatives Con if he would get a group of artists that would be willing to do kind of like a panel type deal, and
really cool.
kind of give your top like 5 or 10 suggestions to like artists that are, you know, and kind of like things that, and it would be like a way to kind of conversate with artists and give us like real life tricks and
I think I'd be
tips,
too
because
nervous to ask.
no, but like the stuff that he's saying is like
It's
such
It's
good knowledge.
easier in this kind of setting, you know.
Oh, absolutely
No. What I agree with what B's saying is like a lot of people, they want to know the behind the scenes type stuff.
Yeah.
It's like they see the end product and they get amazed by it, and like people that are learning how to draw or paint or starting to do that, they have difficulty doing certain things, and people that have been doing it for a while know how to achieve that certain look or get to that certain point in their artwork. So teaching or telling someone certain tips that they could use to get to that point is cool too, because it's kind of fun for me, because then I say like, oh, I remember when I used to do that. Like, oh yeah, like now you could do this, or like, look, you like, for instance, the paint. You don't have to buy the expensive stuff. You can have it, but you could go this option. Like Home Depot always has like cooler variety, you know? I don't, they're not sponsoring me, so.
He's like, that's enough of that, but.
That's enough of that.
I'm pretty sure my painting was shipped in a Home Depot box.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was.
Next DT4 sponsored by Home Depot.
That's right.
They'll be contacting us.
Yeah.
That Ezra Brown, all he did is spend time in the toilet.
I'll be wearing an apron in the next conversation.
Perfect.
I thought you were going to say at the con,
my next
it'd be cool to
commission
have
for,
like a-
for my next commission for Ezra is going to be a DIY card of Happy sitting on the toilet doodling on a piece
Oh
of
my
paper. That's what I want.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm just being honest. I
love it. I love it.
It's like,
That's
shit, I
that's
gotta do
the
something
stuff
with
we
my
want to
time.
hear on DT4.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
want the bathroom talk. We want the behind closed doors talk. We want all the secrets.
Welcome back, Rux. Rux is in now. He had a meeting. He said he was a chair of.
Hi, Rux.
B just gave me an idea. I thought this is what she was going to say. At the con, it'd be cool if they had like a big wall where all the creatives can just go and just do their thing on like panels.
That would be cool too.
Yeah, you could, but it would take too much time. I think what the best thing is like I think what she was trying to maybe suggest him
Oh yeah,
is tell people more or less how they do their thing. Like here, watch.
Like people could even put in
that'd be cool.
submissions on the website of like questions that they have for the artists and
Yeah.
yeah.
I got this at Amazon for I think like $16, and it's like project everything. And then I went on YouTube and I said, how do I project my stuff on my iPad to my YouTube? To my canvas. And then there's like an adapter here. Like we'll give a little tutorial right here if you guys don't mind.
Love it.
Okay, so you buy the. That wasn't me. That was the box.
I was like, well, ditto.
Okay, so you get your projector, right? You get this your projector here. I got to know that it's opposite with the camera. So this is your projector.
Yeah.
You buy this, and then if you want to project it, there's like an HDMI cable. And then you need one of these to be able to do it with your iPad, because then you have your HDMI cable, and then you have like your USB, and then
guys, this is free. There's no charge for watching DT4. This is all free content.
Send all donations to EMB.
There's another one I have too. That you can do it off of your phone. You see as the lightning quick connector, and then as the HDMI, you plug this in here. You plug the other end into your projector, and then you could literally project it off of your phone.
Dang.
Like you just right here.
I'm just amazed you got that for $16. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then you see, well, obviously it says like, oh, your connector needs to be plugged into the USB, but that's all it is. And then, like I said, I like to draw my stuff on paper and then transfer it onto the iPad, and then I project it and stuff like that. But that's just me. But if you want to directly draw it on the iPad and then project it onto whatever surface you want to, then you could do that.
Yeah. That's so cool.
And it's funny because this is like, I'm having flashbacks because all of this advice that Ezra gives, when we were watching him paint and do his thing at the bar, me and Rock and ACB and E and B, and, we're all kind of standing around, and he's just like chatting us up, like telling us all these like little like tips of the trade while he's painting. And we're like, dude, you have like a time limit on this. And he's like, I'd rather, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I got it.
So me and Ditto were like, we're not leaving. Okay. He said, no, we're staying. We're staying right here.
Staying. Yeah.
So cool.
I mean, like I said, I'd rather give this information out than just to hoard it, because like it does me no good just knowing it all for myself if I could help other people, It's like you never know. Somebody on the stream might go buy a projector and then start doing that themselves.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we're gonna start a home shopping network with Ezra in charge, because he gets everything for $16, and we can
I'm
not.
And we can flip it. We could flip it for 32 and be fine.
That's funny. That's funny.
Man.
Gosh, again, more tips and tricks it makes it so much. It's exciting, exciting learning new stuff.
So
Next
quick question about. Oh, sorry.
No. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to change the subject and ask about. So when you do a gallery show, obviously I'd love to go to Japan and see it, but I can't. So after you're done with the gallery show, are you able to show that artwork online afterward, or do they have like? No.
Yeah. So what happens is like with certain galleries, because not all galleries do it, but the professional galleries, what they do is they get your body of work before the show, and then they have their collectors look at it, because they have an email list of their own collectors, and then they go in and they preview the work, and whatever they like, they buy before the show opens. Kind of like a Comic-Con.
Like a VIP list. Yeah.
Yeah. So what they do is that they buy it. And then that's why you see in most shows, like you'll see certain things that are already sold. So they do that. And then once the opening happens, it normally lasts normal time, it's like about a month. It lasts about a month. Once that is done, every professional gallery, and especially the ones that take 50%, you got to remember this. when somebody takes 50%, you have to make sure that they're doing their due diligence by you, because they'll just take your money and not do any of the work. So a professional gallery, what they do is they advertise the crap out of you. They'll put you in every like print or social media outlet that they have access to. And then after the show, they put your work in their own website and other websites that sell fine art, and they'll keep it there for like about 3 months in their warehouse, and then they'll have their collectors preview the work through there, and then that's how they'll keep the artwork there, and it's still up for sale. People can still go buy it and do whatever it is they want with it.
Yeah,
50% is a lot, man. Like,
it is a lot, but I guess the key is, we've heard this from other artists where they've gotten kind of taken for the ride on galleries that are taking 50% and literally doing no promotion, no work, and I suppose if they're going to give you the benefit of those promotions, it still feels a little rich, but I mean, I think you made a great point, Ezra, for artists that are looking to do gallery shows, make sure you're going to the credible galleries, right?
Yeah, because I think it's a little unfair for people that are just starting out or don't have any proper representation to actually step into a setting where it's like me. Let's say, for instance, I own a gallery. I'm going to take half of whatever it is that you made, because you make the artwork,
right?
And I'm showing it in my space, but yet I'm not going to do anything besides just let you have access to my space.
Right.
I think that's crazy. Yeah. So when a gallery actually is involved, they give you access to everything: their buyers, their space, their promotions, their websites, and they're doing their part to help you out as an artist. So that way it feels like, okay, you're taking half, okay, you're also doing half of the work too.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, that's the least they can do for that kind of a rate. The least they can do.
And that's what, when we started the whole whatnot thing, bringing artists on and stuff, that was our main goal, was to just give it all back to the artists. Like we don't need 50%. Like we want your art to be out there and seen. We want to we want exposure for the artists,
Yeah.
It's funny, when we first initiate those conversations, the artists are very like, what's the catch?
Yeah.
What do you
But you also have to, I love what you guys do. But any artist like feels a little bit bad too, because it's like, you guys are doing this. You have this platform. You have your audience. You have, people that come on and watch your stuff. And I feel bad as an artist because, like, okay, I love the fact that I'm getting everything in return, but it's like, I want to give back to you guys too, because you guys are doing the work as well. And it's only fair that I would be like, okay, 30, 40, 20% would be good too, to give back to you, as saying like, hey, thank you for the effort and the time that you had me on your show, and having your audience experience what it is I do, because that's only fair too,
Yeah. I think part of it for us, is the experience. I mean, we all are, as you can see behind us, collectors. First and foremost, we're all genuine lovers of all things cool. Art is a big part of that, and I think just having the experience to actually chat with you guys, learn a little bit about your background, what inspired you to kind of create your character or your art pieces. That experience is part of it for us. I mean,
and building relationships. That's for me. That's why I love what's going on, what we're doing, because you just build relationships and friendships that you'll have forever.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to me, Ezra, because like literally I liked your art. I had the kinship of kind of that middle name, Ezra, the Ezra connection and everything, and I had you on my stream and got to know you a little bit. And it's like, here we are just a few short months later, and I can genuinely call you like a friend now. Like that to me is
all of you guys.
Yeah.
All of you guys. It was actually fun meeting you guys. Like I said, it was cool to see the behind the scenes of what it is you guys do and how much time and effort you put into it. and just the knowledge you guys have of the product is amazing, because like I said, I would drive myself nuts just trying to describe some of these things that you guys put on your shows. It's amazing. It's amazing. And just like the personality you guys bring to what it is you do is awesome. Like EMB, I saw your guys' stream. It was awesome the way you guys talk to people, engage with it. Ditto, you are awesome too. You have Ditto has like the smooth like radio talk show host.
That's
Right.
because
Like,
that's
When I
his
started
job.
$6,
yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Oh
And
man,
Let's
especially
go.
on your intros, they're like so clean. I'm like,
You're
dang, I could have never done that
Ditto
myself.
definitely has a face for whatnot.
you're
He has a
making me
face for
blush.
whatnot.
You're making me blush.
Rock. Oh my God, Rock.
The funniest part, I just ignore Rock. It's like in one ear out the other.
He hears it.
Yeah. The funny thing that's kind of cool about our little collective group here is because we all do our individual thing, but we all kind of come together for DT4. We have a lot of like-minded kind of similar interests and things like that. But each of our styles are a little bit different, which is kind of neat. I think that's part of what makes the dynamic, at least in my opinion, click, is that E and B have a very cool, laid back, easy to kind of just jump in their stream and hang out all night style that I find myself more than even before I was friends with them. Like I'm wire to wire in their streams just because it's cool. Like they're just inviting you. They're inviting you into their home. And a lot of people don't do that. That's pretty neat.
Well, I was
And Rock's okay too.
Yeah, Rock's okay. Like he's the
I can cut this stream at any time. I could hit the end button.
He is in control of all of us right now.
Yeah.
No, I was just amazed at how EMB like smoothly transitioned into a FaceTime call with their daughter, put her on the stream, and then just go back to selling whatever it is. I was like, dude, that is so seamless.
Well,
we're a family stream. We say that. I think Eric even has that in his profile. It's like, we're a family stream, and like seriously, like Maya comes in our show. We have like hip hop music with all kinds of like lyrics in the background, and then Maya pops in, and then it becomes family friendly for a second.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like, oh, mom's home. No person.
But that's our all day, every day. I mean, that's our life, and I think it's important to be like genuine in who you are. And I would hope that everybody that meets us in real life feels like we are who we are in front of camera, because that's just there is no reason to put on a front. This is our hobby. This is what we do for like fun. And it's great, and the community has been so welcoming.
I don't know what got into you though. She was bouncing off the
I
walls.
had a lot of Red Bull.
I was gonna say she had a couple extra energy drinks.
She
that
was
night.
jacked up on Mountain Dew.
She's like, here we go. But B makes a good point, and I think that's true. First off, I do want to give credit to kind of the community of people who come into our streams and our regulars, because they're just as real and genuine as any of the 5 of us here on this stream, and it makes it a lot easier when we're doing our streams and having fun, because a lot of the time, I tell these guys all the time, a lot of the times I'm just entertaining myself. I'm an only child. I'm just a goofball by heart. So like a lot of the crap I'm saying is just stuff that, to me, I'm like, haha, in my own head. And, most of the time, I'm just like oblivious, but it makes it a lot easier when these great people come in and they're just as down to earth, just as genuine. They're all collectors, so that's pretty cool too. But B's right. I mean, the key is, and all of us, I can speak for all of us on this because I've met everybody here. Really, I mean, when you meet E&B, when you meet Rock, when you meet Ezra, they're who they are right now. I mean, nothing has changed. Nothing will change. You'll feel on Saturday nights when you're in E&B stream, or Tuesday nights if you're in Rock stream, or if you're watching Ezra paint, and you get that fortunate opportunity, they're the same people that you're seeing at those events. It's, they're no different.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's been, all of us have been on the platform for quite a while, and we've seen a lot of growth. And to me, it's just building a community. Like I get messaged. I know you guys probably get messaged as well. Like, it's my first stream. Like Sketch had his first stream the other night.
Yep.
And
Killed it.
I helped him. Yeah, I said, dude, all it is be yourself. Be yourself and build a community, which we've already built the community. Just invite that community into your stream and build on that, and you'll be fine. It's fun. It is fun.
And network.
I'm in
Thank
a
you,
little,
Cardi, by the way.
and I'm in a little different situation because my community was all Funko and soda based. So I'm in a transition now to try to gain those followers back and to build that community again. But it's been a blast. The ride has been a blast. And the more cons we go to, the more people we get to meet. That, to me, that is to finally get to meet EMB. Like we talk every day and finally get to meet him in person. It's definitely, he is way better looking in person, guys. Like,
yeah, he is.
Do I need to adjust my cameras? Like, what's happening right now?
He is like 6'4" in person. I don't know. He looks short on camera, but he's like 6'4".
He still wears small tens.
Oh,
Kid
yay,
you can.
14.
My chair.
Hey, I had a question for all of you guys. And answer honestly, like, what is like the holy grail piece you guys have collected?
I'll grab it.
Go get it, E. You start.
Go get it.
I have a couple, but
get it.
the one I never thought I would have.
So while E's getting his, I can kind of I don't really have mine to show at the moment. I have a few pieces that mean a lot to me. I'm a big, first off, this one right now, just shameless plug.
He keeps it under his desk. Ezra, he keeps it under his desk all the time. Like, that's where it stays. I'm waiting to find the perfect spot to hang it so I can make it the centerpiece of my background like E&B do on their show. But I like certain kind of characters and collections. So I have a few heavy hitting pieces that are in my collection that mean something to me. A couple of them are Funko Pops. A couple of them are designer toys. And a couple of them are paintings. I mean, especially with the creatives cards and getting to meet the creatives. I was able to, when Prime was on E&B's stream, I was able to get this bad boy, which is kind of the original art piece.
Shout out to Prime.
Yeah, so shout out to Prime. So I mean, there are a lot of things like that some of my one-to-ones that I've been able to accumulate from the creatives, just because the creatives as more than a trading card means something to me, because it really changed a lot. I'm going to get kind of emotional here in a minute, but it really changed a lot of the way I shape my day in and day out activities. I've gained really close friends because of the creatives. I've met some amazing artists like yourself that now I can call friends, Rux and Cardi and Prime and Red and you. And I mean, these are people that are in my daily life that a few, 6 months ago didn't know who the hell I was. You know what I mean? So I think just because of that, like a lot of those cards and a lot of like the signed cards and a lot of the one-on-ones and things like that hold special meaning in my heart. But, so I don't just have that one piece, but I know E has a couple of Mega Grails, so show them off, E.
What's that?
If we're talking about figures, it's the one I grabbed. Now, the only piece of art painting that I bought that I love is what BK was saying, is Ezra's painting. It's on
the fact that we
it's on
got
full
that
display, like in our shows. I love it. Like it just makes the whole office look. I don't know. But as far as figures go, I got.
Oh yeah, the companion.
And I've been following Cause since high school, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always admired, like you were talking earlier about the paintbrush and like his clean lines. And I watched the video of him with his paintbrush and how steady of a hand he has. It's just amazing.
Yeah, you gotta have a steady hand.
Crazy.
What about you, Rock?
Here's mine.
Rox is the judgmental cow.
It's an Arctic box.
That's so cool.
She legit cried whenever she got this. Like
I cried.
Tears in her eyes.
So it's like an actual tear, and she cried for the tear.
I did. It's called a droplet. But Arctic Foxes, I mean, her stuff is beautiful, and she's a creative, so it's kind of cool that.
That's so cool.
it's hard for me to say what my grail is because my collecting has been all over the place for so long, like sports cards, and I have some one-of-ones, stuff like that are worth a lot, but to me, they're not worth that much. Like, there's not my grail. Like, I have a one-of-one Joe Montana autograph that I pulled out of a pack, and the 49ers are my team, but it's a cool piece, but it doesn't mean that much to me. You know what I mean? Like, the stuff with the creatives lately is really like personal. When I get a DIY, that kind of stuff, to me, those are grails for me, because I have all these figures, like, they're great, and I've picked them up. Some of them are old, some of them are brand new. They're great. They're just, I don't know. I don't keep grail. Like, I don't have that piece, I don't think.
What Rock meant to say was the judgmental cow.
Yeah, the cow.
Oh yeah.
Or the Chris RWK back there.
The fun thing for me, the fun thing about that for me, Ditto, is actually being able to make it for you, like to produce,
man.
To get it from your squishy little guy to a toy. That means a lot to me. Like, that's cool.
In all seriousness, man, Rock's been a pillar. He doesn't give probably enough credit, because he has definitely not only gotten his creative juices flowing and creating all these cool characters, and many of them, most of them now, are unique to him. They're his characters that he's created, but he's helped a lot of artists and non-artists like myself create characters of their own, and that's pretty cool, man. Yeah. I still hate you, Rock.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I still hate you, Rock. Jeez.
Ezra, do you collect? Do you have any pieces that you collect?
Yeah, one of my grails is this. I'll show you. It still works too, by the way.
Oh yeah, you showed that. Yeah.
What is that? What do the buttons do?
Oh my god!
All right, hold on. Call me right now. Call me right now on it. I want to hear it.
Right now.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Why is there a string hanging from the phone?
It's like it's an antenna. Yeah, so that's one of my grail pieces. Yeah, I collect stuff like that.
So you like that OG Mickey stuff, huh?
Yeah.
And
then I also like Haunted Mansion stuff, all that. Like I have these gargoyles that light up that are actually.
That's cool.
That's crazy.
You I think you've told us this answer before, and forgive me because I'm not remembering it. Are you going to DCon this year?
No, unfortunately not. It's too close to Christmas, so unfortunately I won't be able to make it.
I feel like we have to try to make an attempt to get out to either Disney World or Disneyland and have Ezra with us, because that'd
be cool.
Hello, you know what I mean?
I'm a Disney nut, so yeah, I'll
Me
definitely
too.
go.
We'll be there a couple times coming up. Like, the kids are been Disney freaks for beginning, and the week before San Diego, that's what we did, is a week at Disney. So,
thanks for the invite, guys. Thanks for the invite.
See,
I needed some alone time, Ezra. I needed some alone time. Okay.
All right.
I've never been to Disneyland. I've been to Disney World, but I have not been to Disneyland.
I was just saying, where have you been? You never been to Disney?
She's Texas everything.
Yeah. Actually, this past time was my first time back out to California. Ian and I had never been to California before this past couple weekends ago.
The next meetup is going to be in Vegas.
Never. Are you guys originally from
Texas?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I feel like Texans go a lot more frequently to Florida, and I don't know why. I think flights must be cheaper to Florida than to Cali or something. But I feel like anytime that I talk to people that are vacationing, they're going to Florida. California vacations in Texas don't seem as common. I don't know why.
Nice.
Yeah, I was born in Redondo Beach, Ezra, so I wasn't too far.
I lived in Long Beach, so I know Redondo Beach.
If it weren't for my my parents, living near me, and me being an only child and not having like a lot of extended family, I would definitely be moving to San Diego. Like, I would have just stayed there. Would have been like, Ezra, do you need a roommate?
We told Maya we're moving to California, and she started crying.
Yeah.
So we're not moving anytime soon, but it will
Well,
happen.
she probably is thinking because of her friends and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
She's kind of at that like important age where, you know, like 11 is a big deal, you know? So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
See,
Tell her she could be an influencer if she moves to California. She'll do it.
there you go.
See, I think around her age is whenever I had to change schools, and then after that it was like next school, change schools so many times. So like it's kind of
That's how I
Right.
was. That's how I
Right.
was when I was a kid too. I bounced around to a lot of different like schools and different, you know, and I was an only child, so I think it's partly what
Yeah.
shaped me and made me. I was either going to be an introvert or an extrovert. And
Well, all my kids were raised in the military, so we moved every couple years. So they didn't have a choice, unfortunately. Sorry, kids. You were raised in a military family. Let's go pick up.
Sorry, kids. Those friends you made,
Yeah.
just don't. They
And
don't
that
exist
makes you
anymore.
that makes you strong. You know, I feel like it makes you a strong person to
Yeah.
raise in military family.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well,
Can y'all imagine Ditto as an introvert?
No.
we're at an hour and a half. Ezra, let's if you want to tell us what you got going on coming up besides that, we already talked about your show. What else you got coming up?
September is gonna be pretty cool. Like I have a man. You guys always put me on the spots with these things. I'm ready. All right, here. Let me look it up and I'll tell you guys because I'm just like.
Well, you got your toys releasing soon, right?
Yeah, it should be coming this month.
Can't wait.
So,
Do we get pre-release, Ezra? Do we get a pre-release first look?
Oh yeah.
Hey, BD got the first one officially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got the first signed one because I had his foot signed in California.
We need
I
to
know, I was
review
like,
it.
what is this foot? What is this for?
Here, guys, I can show you what the foot looks like if you want to see that.
We need to debut it on YouTube. We need to.
Oh, I
we need to do a
signed that
first
one,
look.
right? Yeah, I signed that one. I forgot.
Here's just a small sneak peek of what his toy looks
Sneak
like.
peek.
There you go.
Peek. I can show you guys. I have
That's
a full
it.
thing here.
That's it right there.
Okay, so September 29th, I have this show with Clutter Gallery. It's called I think it's like a rainbow show. So no, they came from Planet Rainbow Sparkles. So what it is that Clutter Gallery is asking certain artists to do a series of either paintings or customs in a certain color, and then they put them all together. So I'm gonna do pink, and it's 5 8x8 paintings in all pink. It's like in shades of pink. So that's September. What was it?
29th.
29th.
Yeah, 29th. There you go. You see, I need somebody to keep reminding me of all these dates. So 29th, I'll be doing that, and then I'll be doing the wet paint, a piece for wet paint, which is actually a graffiti show, which involves wet paint signs from New York. When they put them up, you customize one of those and you put it in a show. So that'll be in September as well. I don't know the exact date, but
That's
I have
neat.
those things going on right now, and obviously getting ready for Japan, trying to figure out this whole mess.
So you said next year. When next year is Japan?
March 16th.
Have you ever been there prior?
That's our anniversary. Oh, we're going to Japan for our anniversary.
Oh, yeah?
What?
Uh-oh.
Is that what we're doing?
She didn't.
Oh, you can't leave her hanging. Yeah,
She didn't. Hey, she didn't want to tell you, E. She didn't want to tell you, but you're going to
Surprise.
Japan in March.
I mean, I'm down, but you know.
Yeah, we got a lot of money.
I'm down to spend St. Patrick's Day in Japan. Let's go.
Yeah.
King
By the way,
Ganga.
tomorrow is B's birthday. If you didn't know.
King
Man,
Ganga,
you
what's
gotta
up,
wear all
buddy?
green. I was
So-
going to show you guys too. I found all these little cool drawings that I did back in the day. You see
Toilet
this?
paper from Home Depot.
No, this is actually I would draw on these little things, and then
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm adopted.
What's his heart say? What does his heart say? I saw his stomach said dream.
Oh, it says vacancy.
Oh, I like it.
Brooks.
So do you still draw this guy? Because I feel like he was in a lot of the other ones you just drew.
Once in a while, but see, these are like all. Oh, and then I found this. So these were like the first happy.
He's wearing is he wearing a dunce hat?
Yeah, kind of.
cool.
Bro,
like-
someday those things are going to be worth like
Yeah,
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
put them aside for your kids.
Those are
Those little-
so cool.
Some of the early ones.
Rob goes, run it.
Right. Oh,
Rob-
there's a DeLorean one right
Run
there. Look at see.
That's dope.
Yeah.
It's not-
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and then this one too. Like,
That's sick.
Man. And what's her name?
Joy.
Joy. So happy,
Happy
and
Joy.
joy. I love it.
Happy,
And
joy,
this
joy.
thing, dancing.
Aww.
He's gonna do a Ditto character called Mean.
Me.
I think I named this painting. Here we go, guys. Ready?
Oh, dude, I like that one, Ezra.
That
cool,
one's
man.
I really
cool.
like that.
Me.
That's E at work.
Are you
There
ready
you
for
go.
the name?
Yes.
Ditto's Despair.
Ditto's
Aw.
despair. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. Let's
I like
run
it.
it.
too. Run it.
Well, you know that the running joke was when Ditto bought the painting, I told Ezra, I'll give whatever Ditto offers, I'll give you $20 more.
Yeah.
And Ezra's like, sold.
Sold. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And then Ditto's face when we told him is like, what?
Hey, you gotta give a special shout out to BK Bricks. BK is a huge fan of yours.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
Brandon.
what's up, BK?
Brandon loves you.
Brandon, I love you too.
Oh,
What did he say? It was before the show, and we were teasing a special guest, and he was like, "Oh my god, I think I know who it is." And what did he say?
He goes, I think I wet myself.
There you
he's
go.
gonna pee himself.
Yeah.
Well,
You know
when,
what-
when I knew we were going to the bar to watch Ezra paint, I wore Depends because I knew I was going to wet myself.
Oh,
So,
you do anyway,
Don't you
Rock. Who are
always
you
wear
kidding?
pants?
All right, guys, that's all we got for tonight.
Hey, you can't set us up with a lob ball like that, bro. Come on now.
Oh my god.
Ezra, do you
Yeah,
see
but-
what I'm old. I'm like AARP already and everything. Like they're not nice.
It's all in
I'm
love.
reporting them. I'm
It's all in
reporting
love.
them.
If we if we don't tease you, it means there's something wrong.
We don't
That
That
like
is
them.
true.
Yeah.
That is true.
I don't know if y'all heard me earlier, but sorry, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say tomorrow's Beat's birthday.
Oh.
All
right, here we go.
What
Ready?
are you saying? I'm gonna need to wear Depends pretty soon. Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow. Hey,
No, I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna go there.
He loves when he turns. Okay, so I'm a year and a few days older than him, and so he loves when I turn the next year, and he hasn't turned the next year yet because then I'm like technically 2 years older.
You are robbing the cradle, B.
Yeah.
He likes the older women.
I know.
All
Look
right.
out. All right, hold on. I gotta do it. Here we go. This is in honor of B because she's the one that loves to sing happy birthday to everybody.
Yeah.
I'll just give us a little chat. Let's go. Ready, Ezra? You joining in? Ready?
Yes.
Two. A 1, 2. Happy birthday,
dear.
to B.
Oh, you can't switch it up like that. You gotta give me a warning.
You gotta do the whole
Nice
monotone.
Yeah.
You gotta do the whole monotone.
I
Happy
can't do that though. The only one I got is that little crooner.
He was
one.
going all jazzy on us. I was like, wait a minute.
Happy birthday.
We're all trying to sing along, and
Hey, happy birthday, you
I
little
did-
rising star.
He didn't tell you, but there's a cake that's gonna come up behind you. And then
That's right.
Gonna pop
That's
out like,
Oh, man,
Yeah.
And guys,
And even a younger guy is going to jump out. Oh wait, never mind. Sorry.
speaking of
It's
B,
time for strippers. It's time for
Speaking of-
strippers.
speaking of B,
No,
it's gonna
thank
be-
y'all.
It's gonna be so awesome to rip packs when Series 3 comes out and pull a B card. Like
ooh,
I don't know what the
yeah.
catchphrase is gonna be yet because I haven't seen her card, but we're gonna have a catchphrase when that card gets pulled, and I don't know what it is yet. But
Well,
can't-
I don't either because it's still not submitted, but it
Okay.
will be.
Oh
B.
my god, it's not submitted yet.
you got
B,
like
the deadline's like in a day.
Yes, right? Is it yours?
Yes, but so E's helping.
no, that's no excuses. B, you have a deadline, and guess what? If you don't make that
Oh.
deadline, you know what happens.
It's
Then
done. It's-
Rock gets
it's-
in it.
It's done. She has it done. It just needs to be
It's
submitted.
done. It's done.
Oh, you're fine. You're
No,
good.
it's going to be fun. I think it's bombastic side eye is what we yell out.
Oh my god, that's Maya's favorite.
Bombastic side eye.
Okay, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
What's happening with bombastic side eye?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys want to do something really crazy?
Always.
Let's do
That's
it.
right. Always.
You guys want to see a dead body? No.
Oh,
I got
that got
these.
morbid real quick.
I got these.
Oh,
Like,
no.
these are like,
I don't
hold
know.
on. Hold on.
Yeah, it was ACV, but then it wasn't. So
I don't know if you guys seen these. These?
yes.
Yeah, I saw when they dropped.
Yeah.
Just sick.
Yeah. So I got some of these. I don't know if you want to give them away.
Oh.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
How do we do the giveaway in here, Rock?
Well, we can't because I don't have it set up with the wheel. Normally, we would throw the wheel up and put people on there, but
Why don't we do an IG giveaway?
Yeah, and it could be a secret password, and the people that have seen the
Yeah.
show have to.
I'll be
say
like,
the secret
and the
password.
secret word is.
Hey, appropriate timing. R.I.P.
I think. Oh, was that Pee Wee?
yeah.
Rock. I think what we do is we do a share. Like they gotta like this episode. They
video.
they gotta subscribe
And leave a comment.
think-
We'll do a comment picker.
and
We'll
what's
do
the
a comment.
hashtag? Ezra, you come up with the hashtag. What is it?
Okay, I don't know.
It's not like that.
Depends. Hashtag
Depends. Yeah. Depends. Hashtag
That was a
depends.
joke, but
No, I like that. Yes.
All
Oh
right,
my
that's gonna be
God.
the hashtag. So we will put it out on Instagram. They have to follow Ezra on Instagram.
Yep.
Yes.
They have to comment on the YouTube video on this video. They got to leave a comment, and that's where we'll pick the names.
And
How
and
many do you guys want to give away?
the
That's up
comment
to you.
has to include hashtag depends.
We'll do 5 sets.
Okay.
Wow.
So there'll
That's
be
very generous. Thank you.
Yeah.
5 winners.
we enter?
5
Yeah.
winners.
He said, "Can I enter?" Hey, can you tell us how? Whenever you're-
Well, no, I you know what? And then I will send each one of you guys one too. So
Aw,
Oh.
Thank you, Ezra.
so
yes.
nice. Can you tell people where is your toy going to be available whenever it comes out?
Okay, so it'll be sold through me. So it'll be available on my website. So
Is that EzraBrown.com?
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
once I get the initial, well, it should be the middle of this month. So when I get them, I have a broadcast channel, so I normally tell all those people first, so they get it. You know,
I was just
first
pulling
in.
up your broadcast channel.
Yeah, I've actually put it on there. It's a while back, so I'll let them know first, so they get like first dibs, and then after
Home
that,
Depot.
like
Available
I
at
couldn't
Home
read
Depot.
comments.
Hey, Rob said they're available at Home Depot.
Home Depot,
Yes.
aisle 3.
That should have been the
Aisle 3.
hashtag Home Depot.
Hashtag
Where the
Home Depot.
chains-
Maybe that should. That's
Where the chains and fasteners are.
Yeah, there you go.
So we
now,
will
is
give.
it a limited piece? Oh, I'm sorry, Rob.
Yes. So the larger. So here, I'll show you guys, so you guys can see again. One.
I already showed the foot, Ezra. I mean,
Yeah. So
Yeah,
so
what else
this
you want us
one
to show,
here-
Ezra?
so this one here will be limited to 100 pieces. So
Okay.
100 pieces of this guy, and the larger guy, I believe we did like 50. So
Yeah.
they're very small runs. And
I got
after those are sold, there's no more.
and
That's
one of
it.
them's already gone, so there's really only
Yeah.
49 because BD has the first two.
I got to get the little guy.
Well, no. That was a sample piece. So.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a separate. Yeah, he got like an
Yeah.
exclusive.
like an AP kind of.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and then you're getting one of these ditto. So
Yeah, so there's only 49 or 99 of those guys left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm getting one. That's automatic. It's happening.
Ezra, don't let Rock get one, okay?
Yeah, I'm blocking whatever he's using to buy.
Rock's IP.
It'll go to your address.
Perfect.
Ezra, you're supposed to be on my side.
no.
We were teaming up against Ditto.
Hey, Jana.
Hi, Jan.
It's like I'm like a bounty hunter. Whoever pays me the most, that's who's like.
Damn. Well, I can't compete against Ditto. He's got single man money. He's got
Single man.
Single man money.
Single man money.
Lies.
I mean, I'm a single man too. I should have single man money, but I have a bad hobby.
You have
hashtag
children
designer
and grandchildren to worry about, Rock.
That's true. That's true. All right, so we're gonna give away. Here's the deal: we're gonna give away 5 pin sets from Ezra.
Yeah.
We'll put the instructions on the web on Instagram. You're gonna hashtag depends on this video in the comment section. So you don't do it in this section here, guys. You got to go to the video and put it in the comments, and don't just put the hashtag as it'll get deleted by YouTube. So put a comment, great show, hashtag depends or whatever.
Right.
And then we can
follow. You got to follow Ezra Brown.
Ezra Brown, yep, and the channel and YouTube. So
do you want me to send you these, Rock, or
you can? It's totally up to you. So you don't have to mess with them.
Yeah, that's probably easier, Ezra.
And it's close. I'm right down the street from you. So.
Yep. Yes, you are.
All right, we're gonna say goodnight to Ezra, and then we'll close it out with the 3 of us here. Or I guess there's 4 of us, but the hashtag DT4.
Ezra, we appreciate you and your time. You are a busy man, dude, and thank you for just being so humble and just being so forthright in all of your art knowledge to me and to the community. You are seriously an inspiration, and we really appreciate you.
And that broken heart is unbroken now because I love you, Ezra. Thank you.
Hey, same.
Just get a Posca. Get a Posca marker, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, next time we meet, I need you to reenact this photo. I need you to be dressed.
Hey,
like
look. Right now,
That's what I'm saying. There you go.
I'm gonna screenshot that. But Ezra, again, thank you very much. There you go. Screenshot that, guys.
Yes, love it.
Ezra, again, thank you from all of us. We appreciate all the love you gave us when we were out there with you in San Diego, and just amazing. Thank you for coming on the show. I am looking forward to you to possibly, it's not official yet, we're still working out the details with our lawyers, but Ezra might be in series 3 of the minis. So be on the lookout for that. If he has time, he's going to do it. So be ready for that. Ezra, thank you again. We will have you on again when we, whenever you want to come on. If you want to announce something, you're more than welcome to come on anytime you want. We'll have you on.
Yeah, I'm always up for it, guys. You guys are amazing.
All right. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks,
All right, bye, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
I almost removed Ditto by mistake. That would have been
That's fine.
My mistake.
Dude, Ezra is he's family now. He's family.
He's such a cool dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I love it. I feel like I've known him for, I don't know, forever.
And is it me, or it seems like every time we have somebody on or we go to an event or whatever, it all turns out the same. They're like family afterwards. They're all the same. They're all super nice.
Yep.
It's just
Red has a knack for picking them, seriously. But not even just creatives, because like Smile, like when we talked to Smile, like he was so cool and he just was so down to earth, and like just everybody is.
Yeah, I think the majority of the people in this community are just pretty cool.
Yeah.
If you're into art, you're an artist, you're into designer toys, I think it's something in the genes. I don't know what it is. Very, very dope, super dope people.
So B, I want to ask you before we leave. I want to ask you a question. You got to be 100% honest.
Okay.
How are you feeling about being in series? Besides the hectiveness of putting your card in, how are you feeling about? Oh crap! Someone's gonna pull my card on a live stream.
So, like, I still don't think my mind has like quite processed it yet. Like, I mean, like, yes, I can say it, but I don't think it's gonna be real until I hold it in my hand or I see it in the binder with all the other ones. Because it's easy to, or not easy to talk about it, but it's one thing to talk about it. But I really think that like having it be a physical manifestation of my work, but not like a one-of-one piece, like a reproduction of it, it's gonna be surreal. Like I don't know. It's wild to think about, and I'm really anxious to see it. Because like I said, this is my first time doing any kind of digital art, and so I don't know what the final piece is gonna look like.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be really cool. I'm so excited because I keep seeing Red, hop on his lives and talking about all the cards that he's starting to get, submitted and going through and stuff. And like he seems so excited about it.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see, and now that we've developed relationships with so many of these artists, it brings the art to like a different level.
Yeah.
It means something different.
I think me and Ditto probably feel the same way. And E too. I know E's a little different, but I don't think it's sunk into us yet either. Like,
well, you're married to her for one,
right? And it's like pulling the card out. Like it hasn't. I don't think it's sunken into us either yet. It will when we start ripping packs. But
I think for me personally, I think what's going to be insane is when I do the first stream where I have some series 3s in my hand, like, because I'll obviously probably open some before that, and maybe we'll do a preview video or something.
Yeah.
But that moment that I'm on my first live stream and I pull that card for the first time, I don't know, it's gonna give me some feels, I think, just because I'm buddies with you, so it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be a surreal feeling.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to do like in our live, and just you opening the cards. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll rip some packs before we sell them too. So
yeah,
it's just really cool.
I think I need to pull it myself, like off camera. Like I think I need to pull it and like have a moment maybe of like realization.
Yeah. No,
I'm not.
It needs to be live.
We got to capture that shit live, B. Come on now.
I have already cried on YouTube/whatnot enough
gonna do it
for
again.
the year.
Fine,
I think E might cry when we pull B's card the first time.
It could happen.
But hey, it's not just my card. Like, can I just say that my husband has helped me? Like, the digital stuff is not my forte. So, like, yes, I did the digital design.
I haven't touched the design.
E has helped me.
The template, really.
With it.
Because, I don't know if there's like a template, that they give that has like the borders and where the design needs to be. So, basically just adjusting all that. But that's all you. That's not.
Yeah.
Dondo says he's gonna just roll over as soon as he pulls it, he's rolling over your house and knocking on the door. Sign this.
So I actually bought pens already to sign cards because Michael's had these like hot pink pens on sale, and I was like, I want to sign my card in hot pink just because I just think it would be fun to have all of my cards be signed with the same pen.
I might have to fly out to College Station.
How about we fly out to California? I mean, you can definitely come here. That's great. But I mean, not California, Chicago. Because I really want to go to Chicago.
Well, we can do both.
Huh? Well, yeah, we could do both.
I'm just saying this is about you. This has nothing to do with me. I think I'm going to fly out for the debut of those cards to College Station and make a guest appearance in the EB stream so I can share that moment with you guys. I want to be there when that happens. Y'all
are both welcome. DT4 party.
There you go.
It's there, but again, besides B, like B is a whole nother ball game. But all the other artists that we've already became friends with, and even ones we haven't even done a card yet, like
I'm looking forward to
crazy, man. Sketch.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Cardi, Sketch. I mean, all of them really. There's not.
But it comes personal. It's personal when you get to know them and you become friends with them. Like
the dream team cards, like the fact that we've had some of these artists on our streams and now they're doing a dream team collab.
I think for me, and again, like Cardi is, an amazing dude. Sketch is awesome and very talented. All of these artists are cool. The one thing that makes the bead a little different, at least for all of us, certainly for me, is that I knew you before any of this journey started.
Yeah.
So
I think that's what makes it special too. Is that the way it happened very organically. And she wasn't like it just kind of happened because she was going through like a tough time, and then she just wanted to paint, not to sell. It was never about selling the stuff. We're just doing it, and then it became like. And it's because of the community,
I was gonna say it's a testimony. Honestly, like my story is a testimony of the creatives and of the designer toy community and like of the Whatnot family and like all of it. So like I really think it like just it's really cool that I get to represent that portion of us. And that's why like I feel like a little bit of pressure because like I want to represent us as a collective of a creative collective community in like a positive way.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's not just about me. It's
Well, you already do, B. The next step is just a cardboard piece of your art that extends that.
Yeah,
So
just
don't
enjoy
sweat
it.
it.
Yeah, enjoy it.
So Rock, we probably should, we're coming up on the
Yep.
2 hour mark. You want to go around and just say what we got coming up this
Yeah.
week?
Yeah. I already had my show. So Ditto, you're actually next. When's your you got Friday, right?
Yeah, this is kind of weird for me now. I'm post bartending career, so I'm actually into my official like weekly show. Last week I had Super Cooper on. That was insane. That was fun. And this week will be my first I guess just kind of non-artist, non-co-hosted regular Friday night Ditto's designer toy party show. So I'm looking forward to it. So that'll be 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 Eastern. So come out, guys. I got some fun stuff planned.
Cool.
I love that we get to hang out with you every Friday now.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. It's going to make my transition a hell of a lot easier. That's for sure.
Yeah. And E&B, you guys have, of course, your normal Saturday night. What you guys going to run Saturday?
What we doing, B?
That's a great question. What are we doing?
So, yeah, we have stuff that's in Cali still. We'll figure it out. We may do like some.
Hey,
we have a ton of duplicates that we need to. No, it's in Cali.
So they're still figuring out their show for Saturday.
It's gonna be a regular E&B show. We're gonna hang out. We don't have like a
welcome to the live of E&B.
By the way, this dynamic in real life is very fun to watch. Just so you know.
Especially with some Red Bulls in B, then it's game
Oh my
on.
God.
We'll
Bouncing off the
figure out
wall.
something.
the stuff stream. We have stuff.
Stream.
What about you, Rock?
gotta
What's
show up.
your next show is next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday, not sure myself. I'm gonna pull a E&B. I'm not as of right now. I don't know. I do have some blind boxes to run. I just don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be yet.
You got a lot of work coming up, and next month, guys, follow Rocking Toys on Instagram because he is going to be announcing regularly, and once it gets closer, he's very good about teasers and all kinds of stuff. His series 3 minis, which I'm proud to say the Judgmental Cow is going to be in there with a couple pieces.
And B Saldana is going to be in there for her first toy. Yeah, she's nervous as heck, and I love that she's nervous. But she's going to be in it. Ezra had messaged me after just when he got off. He is in for Series 3 minis. So,
Nice.
guys,
No
we
pressure, no
have
pressure.
at least 12 artists that are either they're creatives. They may have their own toy, like Ditto. Red Guardian is going to put a brand new nav in the set. Sketch is going to put one in. Like it's Prime is going to put his Arlo in there. Like it's going to be amazing.
When are these
I'm
coming?
super excited. I'm
When
super
are-
nervous because now I'm dealing with 12 artists that it's going to be crazy. It's
Dude,
gonna
your
be
Series
fun.
3 is going to be just insane.
Yeah.
Uh,
And we will E&B and Ditto will have some on their shows. So be on the lookout for
Awesome.
that.
we love doing those shows.
for
Also, when it comes to DT4, guys, we can't tease the names quite yet. We got a couple of artists in the wings that are going to be insane. So you know them, their brand names. Once you hear them, your minds will explode. So stay tuned for information coming on that in the coming days and week.
The next show, though, the next DT4, we are having Ezra Brown's manager from Home Depot
Yes.
going to be on the show, and they're going to tell us why he got fired.
Do you regret firing Mr. Brown?
Yes. Well, he spent a lot of time in the bathroom. I thought he had digestive problems.
That's why he got the name Mr. Brown.
So, but there is a cool event we got coming up too in probably September, where we're going to have a lot of Series 3 creatives, artists that you're going to get to know coming up. We'll announce some of the information on that too. So
Yeah, so you'll get to meet the artists for the first time. You'll get to hear their story before the cards are out. Like you'll get to know their story before you start ripping packs.
Yep.
So It'll be fun. It'll be fun. All right. Anybody else? You got anything else, guys? We
That's it.
wrapped it up. Again, thank you, Ezra Brown. You are the man, the myth, the legend.
We love you, Ezra.
Thanks
forget
everybody
to
for
go
hanging. Go ahead,
Follow
B.
him on IG and comment. Hashtag depends with the comment. And
Hashtag depends. We'll put out the announcement for the pin sets. Those are pretty cool too. 3 pins in that set. But that's all we got for you guys tonight. We will be back at it in 2 weeks, I think. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, the 16th. We're back on the 16th. Yep.
We'll be back. More info to follow. And everybody, thanks for hanging out. Everybody be safe.
Happy birthday, B.
Happy birthday tomorrow, B. Everybody be safe. Stay happy. And gosh darn it, guys, be nice to each other. And we'll see you on the next one, guys.
Later, guys.
Good night, everybody.